I want to talk to everybody about an event, but I want to introduce first to videos. This is Susie, and well, she's been my wife for 39 years, and she's been with me through, well, most of my events actually, and watched this go on and on and on in my life. And I want to talk about a specific event so people can see this from her perspective, how she felt. And I want her to be as honest as she can. The morning I woke up after that spear took me with the three beings in the field out at our ranch in Petaluma, um, I woke up. Nicole was watching TV. I'm going to refresh your memory. Nicole was watching TV. You were in making breakfast, and I came out and I was really bewildered. You asked me. I remember you asking me.
What was wrong?
Tell him what was. Tell
Yeah.
me. Tell me what. Tell me what.
I asked him what was wrong because he just seemed really down. He seemed really down.
And I said to you. I said, well, I don't know. And you said,
No, I know.
I remember what you said.
No, I know you don't know, but once you told me your what happened the night before, I thought you were just nuts, crazy,
Okay.
loco. You know, I mean,
Exactly.
yeah.
So, but what I want to ask.
Mm-hmm.
How did that? How did that change your whole perception of me when I started really opening up about it? I'd told her about a lot of things in my life, but she wasn't really receptive about it.
Oh, not at all. I was. I
Tell
was.
them. I already
I
know.
wasn't.
You have to tell them because
I wasn't receptive to
welcome her,
any
by
of
the way,
it.
folks, please, because
Hello, everyone.
she's not normally on
Yes.
camera, and this is a rare event. I'm just letting you know she doesn't usually go out in video.
I'm trying here.
Anyway, you're doing great. Okay.
Thank you.
All
You
right.
too.
I want you to ask. So it changed your whole perception of.
I thought my husband of my children, or child at the time, because it was in between, my girl and my boy, that I thought terrific. This is the father of my children is going crackers. Just insane.
That's exactly what happened. Yeah. That's and I said, and I finally kept pushing me to tell you what actually happened that morning.
Yes.
And I remember you in the fridge, and you said, "Are you going to tell me or not?"
Precisely.
When I told you, that, did you believe in aliens? What did you say?
I said that I believe in other life, but I did not believe that in the whole alien abduction theory. I didn't believe that anybody could be abducted, but at the same time, there is so much other life out there. So I guess I was pretty confused.
Yeah, you were really confused. Seriously, you're very, very, very confused.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is kind of hard to talk about. Actually, it's the first time we've ever talked publicly about this. And I think it's important because people need to see how this affects people in their lives. And I really think Susan has a lot of input in this because she's seen so much and heard so much. Okay, when I said, what if I told you I saw aliens?
And I said, well, no, I wouldn't. I didn't buy it at all.
What if I told you I saw aliens in the field out there?
Right. No, it was pretty much the same answer.
And then, do you remember what I said to you? You said they weren't real.
No, exactly, because
Elaborate. Tell them because I'm not going to speak for you. You know what you said. Tell them.
I thought that maybe, I don't know, this isn't working out very well.
Yeah, it is. You're doing great. Really, you're doing great. You're doing fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
Go for it, because
I was just very anxious about the fact that my old man was cracking up. So
okay, but we got into a conversation.
It changed
Do you
a
remember the
lot.
conversation we got into about angels?
Yeah. I gave him basically the Catholic version of what angels are, you know.
Which is?
Uh, a man in the clouds.
That's God.
Yes.
What are the angels, according to Catholics?
Cherubim. They are cherubim.
Cherubim. Okay, what's a cherubim supposed to look like?
Like a big baby.
A big baby.
Yeah.
A big baby.
It's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I should knit one of these days.
Okay, but describe this baby. What is their typical pictures and statues? The Catholic Church. Okay, everybody knows the Catholic Church. It's pretty famous, actually, no matter where you are. The fat babies, right?
Yeah, like very round, healthy, robust babies.
And how do they come to and from?
And they fly.
They fly.
Yeah.
Okay, they fly.
Interesting.
Okay, so they fly.
Creations, yes.
Okay, so basically, what is humorous isn't the fact that I said I saw aliens. What's really humorous is when you speak of those fat babies with the wings. Actually, that's really humorous. I'm being honest.
I know.
To me, that's
I
crazy,
see that.
man.
I can completely see that. Yeah.
Okay, now now logically you see it, right?
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Okay, so, but yet you're thinking I'm losing my mind because, well, I saw aliens in the field.
And they took you.
What did those cherubim do, those angels come do to a lot of the prophets and stuff?
Well, Mary, yes.
Well, they take them. They take them all. They take them all.
Sure.
Moses, let's talk about Moses for a moment. Where does he go?
The burning bush.
Well, we're not talking about the burning bush.
Yeah.
Where does Moses go? He sends to heaven, living, correct?
Yes.
Am I correct?
He did. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's alive and he sends to heaven. So, okay, and they're supposed to transform into what when they go to heaven, according to religious scriptures? You're talking Catholicism, okay? She's the one that introduced it to me, and let's just get into Catholicism.
All right.
Okay, and that's according. You know how many Bibles I've read and how much I've studied this because I had so many issues in my own life. Okay, all right. You're talking about these masters ascending, okay, and basically they go up to heaven and they become, well, what? Angels.
Angels, yes.
Angels, okay?
They become big fat babies.
Yes, and so babies with wings, okay?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so now when I told her that the beings that I saw in the field were angels, she had a very difficult time.
I said, no way. No.
I said, all they are is angels come and go from this planet.
Yeah,
and that's what they're doing. They're coming and going from this planet. That's been going on all of my life. And that's when I started opening up a little bit about what's going on in my life. It's been going on all of my life. The orange spheres I told you about, spheres that I saw in the field with my friend, and the one that took me and Ron in, okay? When I've told you about those beforehand. Yes. Okay, so this wasn't exactly relatively new. It started coming to a pinhead to where trying to come to some conclusion of what's really going on and why these witness statements are out there talking about these things. And I related all this to her. And you know what? She's had a lot of time to digest.
Yeah, Michael did. That's right.
Yeah, I related all this stuff about the...
I couldn't see any of it at the time.
Why?
I just couldn't. I don't know.
It's so interesting because I was raised Catholic, believe it or not, oddly enough. My mom forced me to go to...
You went to catechism classes, yes.
You did. She had me christened the Catholic faith.
Yes.
And okay, I'm not knocking Catholics. I'm not getting into that scene, but I was raised that way. And then my mom she broke away and went to Baptist church and all these other churches. And I was drugged there every week as a kid, okay? So she's the one that led me to reading scriptures about finding answers to the things that have happened in my life. And Susan knows this too.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No, one of the more interesting conversations I had with Helene, Michael's mom, is the one where she says that she was taken aboard a craft while pregnant and it was very uncomfortable.
Right.
That was it. That's all she said. And I believe her. It's really...
Well, because she's telling the truth.
It's too bizarre not to be true. Yeah. So.
She's telling the truth.
Exactly.
She's the one that told me. She's the one.
Look at the Bible. Yeah.
She's the one that told me to read those scriptures. She says, because you're going to find, and you know what? There's witness statement after witness statement after witness statement after witness statement after witness statement, and not just one version, but every version of the scriptures there are statement after statement regarding these beings coming and going to this planet. It's certain churches and religions that have deemed them angels. Okay, I'm not going to go there and say they're angels because I don't necessarily agree with religions. She was very staunch about her.
At the time, I was, yes.
Or at the time, Susan has
not so much anymore though, because there's 4,200 different recognized religions as organizations.
Yeah, I forget what it was. I have the exact stats.
Yes.
There's just tremendous.
It was fascinating.
Too many, and most of them, every one of them is driven around cash, money, monetary, and I mean, I don't want to get into that. That's not what it's about.
I don't want to get into that either.
Right now, people want to hear about what's going on with you because you are my wife for so many years, and what you've lived with a lot of this stuff.
Oh heavens, yeah, it is very complex. As I say, very complex, and I'll probably...
Explain that.
Complex?
Yeah, explain complex.
There's just so many different facets. You know, there's so many different angles, there's so many different theories, there are so, you know, the combinations can be endless.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know it as well as I do.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Yes.
But I wanted everybody to actually meet Suzie right now on camera because this is her debut, and
yeah,
you know, so I'm gonna sound like a host. She's agreed to be on camera. Right on, man. But seriously.
No, I'm just a little nervous.
Don't be nervous, seriously.
I know.
That's people, why. Everybody go out. Hey, people go out
all the time. Practice runs there, yes.
You know, yeah, it's a practice run.
Yes, it is.
But no, don't worry about it because people go out there every day, and hey, at least you know, they do their thing on video cameras too, and
they do. Yeah,
and you know, you see it all the time. So relax. This isn't something new. It's not.
I'm relaxed.
It's personal. It's getting personal in our life. Sometimes
it
gets a little personal in our life, but yeah. Anyway.
Well, this is a way personal subject.
Yes, it is.
Let's just.
But
let's just leave it at that for now.
I've managed to bring most of it to the forefront, but it is a personal subject.
Absolutely.
But we'll come back. We
will.
And thank you, and you all have a good night.
Yeah. Good night, everyone.